Welcome to Creekside Acres. I got up early this morning and filmed this retreating water level and an interesting sunrise. Feel a bit bleary-eyed now, but it was worth it. This week we've had over 4 inches of rain in one day, which is a lot for here. The weather has been different, to say the least, this year. This has been enough to spread the water out, flood the pastures, flood the road, so one exit to the west has been blocked, but we're always able to get out one way or another. This is McGowan. She's a mama cat and she's nursing 3 kittens in the barn. 1 pretty grey one and 2 black and white ones. She's a semi-feral cat and I feed her regularly along with a couple of other cats. But it doesn't stop her wanting to try and catch some birds. But luckily she doesn't succeed very often. The main purpose of keeping feral cats on the property, apart from the fact that they just arrive from nowhere, is to keep the mouse population down. If the mice were to get into my bales and chew the strings and make their nests in there, then it would make a mess for the main supply of food for the horses for the winter. So I try to deter them as best I can. This water has fallen across the prairies in a wide area and followed drainage ditches and creeks, and they're all starting to amalgamate into this huge floodplain that's just a flash flood really, and then flowing out into the Red River, which flows through Lake Winnipeg and then makes its way up to Hudson Bay. This was probably the highest water level we achieved this time, so it's still staying within the fence line, so not at all like recent floods that have had us worried. The woodpecker you can hear tapping away on one of my trees is a hairy woodpecker. This is a black and white one with a red top to his head. He's quite a large bird and makes quite a big hole, and some people say a bit of a mess, but I enjoy having them here, and occasionally a rotten tree will be completely decimated by them, but most of the time they live in harmony with nature. There's also downy woodpeckers, which are a smaller version of the hairy woodpecker, and we also have sapsuckers, and we have occasionally seen a pileated woodpecker, which is a huge bird, black and white again with a red crest to his head, and he makes some massive great holes in the trees, but I haven't seen one of those since the beginning of the year. There is also northern flickers, which is a breed of woodpecker, and they're rather glamorous birds, but they quite often feed on the lawn, so they're looking for worms and insects and things like that. I think I may have one of them nesting, because the sound application app, it keeps picking up a northern flicker. So let's hope there's going to be a family of those around. The flood's going down now. There's a little fish swimming upstream here, trying to get over the road because the water's flowing over the top of the road, so it's forming like a weir. I don't think it's a salmon because I've never heard of salmon, but I'm going to call it a Red River salmon. This is Dixie, our beautiful old horse. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed some of the pictures and some of the things I've been talking about, and I look forward to making another video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.